Arknights.
Hello everybody, I'm Loboroda and welcome to the very first episode of the operator lore. So I already did a video for one of my favorite operators, Platinum, where I had a look at her skills, her stats, her skins, her usage, and did a deep dive into her mechanic and overall usage inside of the game. And you can find a link for this on top. And now I want to look a bit more into her lore. Every operator has a big background story, and with more and more events we get to know the operators more and their connections to the overall story, to other operators and to certain factions, and it can be pretty interesting, especially with the Nearl event that was running a couple of weeks back. We knew a bit more about Platinum. So we will check all of this and try to figure out her background, her intentions, and overall her character and where the story might lead for her. So without further ado, enjoy this. Platinum is a sniper from Casimirs, a nation that is known for their proud and powerful knights. As a lot of Casimirs, Platinum herself is also a Coronata and is not infected. Her connections inside Rhode Island's network shows that she has a connection to Margaret Nearl and Gravel, both also knights from Casimirs, even if Nearl has left Casimirs. To find out more about Platinum, let's have a look at her lore entries. Platinum was previously an assassin for the Casimir Armorless Union. The rest of her background is unknown. She has demonstrated considerable talent and special tactics accomplishments in high mobility operations, clearance, and urban warfare. Under the leadership of Dr. Calceed, she is a sniper operator for Rhode Island. This is the clinical analysis. Facts that stand out here are that Platinum was an assassin and the mention of the Armorless Union, which she was part of. One piece of information we can draw from this is that not all Casimir Knights are the same. Different units and unions exist, which makes sense when looking at Nearl and Platinum. While the style is similar, the details in their armor and the choice of weapon show the different union both must belong to. The mention of her being an assassin is also something we should keep in mind. Who were the targets, and who controls the Armorless Union? More about her background is unknown so far. The next entry says, the only information that has been confirmed about Platinum is her hometown in Casimirs. All other information that Platinum shares must be taken with a grain of salt, including medical data like chest size and weight. Platinum prefers to falsify this data, often through threats and blackmail, as she believes a girl should be allowed to have her secrets. Therefore, most of the information in Platinum's file has no value. Of course, core records and non-public materials are still subject to close scrutiny. The way Platinum is described here fits to her previous job as an assassin. She gives her personal information to herself, and all the information you get only come from her directly. Like an assassin moving in the shadow, Platinum herself is a shadow that is hard to grasp. To further protect her personal information and background, she threatens and blackmails people, and also falsifies data. It is safe to assume that she is not a knight in shining armor, living and breathing chivalry, which might be true for the whole Armorless Union. However, despite this fact, the way she justifies her action makes her seem more playful and outgoing. If this is her true nature, or just an act to get close to her target, is not clear. We get more information about the Armorless Union in the next entry. The Knight Assassins are a secret military force, cultivated by the various forces of Casimirs during political struggles with rogue knights. The story goes that in order to counter the rogue knights who were well versed in combat, the Knight Assassins utilized special assassination and guerrilla combat techniques. This shows that the assassination targets were actually Casimir Knights. So the Armorless Union was not established, or at least not used, to defend the border against, for example, Ursus, but rather to secure a certain political power inside of Casimirs. So far we don't know what motivation the Knights had to go rogue, but given the fact that all of Terra struggled to deal with the infected, it is not far-fetched to assume a similar case here. Additionally, we can assume that a rebellion was either already happening or is predicted to happen soon. To create such a unit means the Casimir government is not facing one or two rogue knights, but a far greater number. The Armless Union is a secret organization, which explains the lack of data on Platinum's background and her attitude. Her past was either deleted or, depending when the members for the unions are trained, never recorded. Since this force's main goal was to hunt and kill knights, the very symbol of Casimir, it is no surprise that this union would be a secret. Not only would every upstanding Casimir knight be concerned about the need of such a unit, but also special battle tactics against Casimir knights would be devastating in the hands of the enemy nation. The text concludes with, "Consequently, they launch a relentless campaign of destruction against the rogue knights that refused to cooperate with the reigning government. Although it's impossible to verify the authentication of these rumors, Platinum does exhibit some of the skills that could have been used to fight the Casimir knights, both in aspects that can't be measured as well as are measurable if incredibly bow skills. Under special circumstances, Platinum poses a huge threat to armored targets. In light of these findings, investigations into Platinum must continue." It sounds like Casimir had no intention to negotiate or find a peaceful solution, but rather relentlessly hunt the rogue knights. Platinum's battle voice lines shows her participation in that, since she says, "Always aim for the joints." So not only is she trained in fighting armored enemies, but the training is so embedded in her that she automatically knows this during the heat of battle. We can further verify this by looking at her skill 2 and talent with the background information. Her skill 2 increases her range, while her talent increases the damage to her target when she hasn't shot for a couple of seconds. If we take that into a real battle, what does that mean? Her skill and talent are assassination talents. She will deal huge amount of damage against a far away target. If she hunts knights, she wants to get rid of them before they reach her, and she wouldn't jump into a whole army, so from the shadows and distance she would annihilate targets even if they were heavily armored. On top of that, her ATK stat is pretty high, emphasizing the strength needed to pull the bowstrings to hit those faraway targets and give the arrow enough power to deal with armor, even if she aims for the joints. In the end, Platinum chose to join the team directly led by Dr. Cal Seed, in order to develop her own strengths and to prove her relationship with Rhode Island was genuine. This is an acceptable result for Rhode Island. Aside from teasing other operators, shirking her daily chores, and other minor rule violations, Platinum has proven that she has an essence of an outstanding operator. Even so, Platinum needs to make sure she applies for read permission from management and not steal glances during the data compilation process. I hope Dr. Calceed will consider putting an end to some of her more outrageous behaviors. I will talk about the Maria Nearl event in a bit, but the fact that she chose to join on her own, without being infected herself or having any close relations to an infected we know about, does stand out. Here we can see that Platinum does seem to have a hidden agenda. Looking at classified files means actively searching for something or someone. While it can be a remnant from her times as an assassin, the fact that other Casimir Knights or ex-Knights are part of Rhode Island makes me doubt that idea. The next lore entry from Dr. Calceed personally supports this. Classified log. Even though Platinum currently follows my instructions and orders, she seems to care little for Rhode Island itself. Even from the perspective of the employment relationship, Rhode Island's pay may not be able to satisfy her. As such, it is critical we seriously consider whether Platinum will remain loyal. She does care little for Rhode Island, which once again puts her comment into question if she really is here on her own accord, or on a secret mission. It goes on with, "Of course, according to my personal observations, the relationship between Platinum and Rhode Island is mostly derived from their trust in the Doctor. In other words, as long as Platinum's relationship with the Doctor is strong enough, she will continue to hold considerable value for Rhode Island. There are multiple ways we can go about removing the variable factors in this situation. Strengthening our relationship to dispel excessive notions of independence ought to be feasible." The Doctor is a strong factor in Platinum's reason to stay. This can be because of a past situation that created a bond, or Platinum is just well aware of the position of the Doctor inside Rhode Island, and she tries to capitalize on that to get what she wants. Once again, the idea of getting close to her target. The last entry brings it all back to the Armless Union by saying, "Currently, all of the intelligence Rhode Island has regarding the Casimir Armless Union comes from Platinum herself and should not be regarded as the full truth." At the same time, when conducting secret missions into the large city of Casimirs, attention must be paid to the next steps the Armless Union takes. Rhode Island should be vigilant of other groups of unknown alignment operating in the shadows. Here it is emphasized again that nothing is known about the Armless Union. Platinum reports on this as the only source, but as stated earlier, she likes to falsify data and reports. However, Rhode Island is taking her information serious enough to be more careful when performing operations in Casimir and to be vigilant of other groups in the shadows. Next, let's listen to her voice lines to see if there is more information.
プラチナという名前の由来？そうだな。カジミエーシュのナイトスレイヤーにはキラーランクってのがあって、私より上には最高位の黒金が3人、その下のラズライトが2人いてさ。でもプラチナランクは私が死ぬまで1人しかありえないから、いっそ名前にしちゃおうと思ってね。
The structure for the Knight's Assassins is 3-2-1. 3 obsidians on top, 2 lazurites, 1 platinum. She also will be platinum till the day she dies, so it seems like you will not get promoted to another rank. This could be due to different skill sets needed in the different ranks. We don't know anything about the higher ranks, but if they are, for example, more close-range assassins, platinum wouldn't really fit. Also, one piece of information is very important. If she is platinum till the day she dies, that means you don't stop working for the Armless Union. So she is still part of this, and is not here at Rhode Island out of her own free will, but rather for a mission.
昇進？プラチナのキラーランクだけじゃ足りないって。へえ、面白いこと言うね、あんた。
She is not expecting a promotion, and given the fact how the Armless Union works, it makes sense. However, she is referring to Platinum as a dreadful rank. Platinum doesn't seem to be too fond of her work for the Armless Union. Why is she then taking this name as her code name? If she doesn't like it and think it is dreadful, here at Rhode Island she could change it. When taking into account that she is an assassin, one explanation could be that she kills someone she regrets, and she keeps this name as a memory for her sin.
あそこにニアールさんが。いやいや、彼女に手を出すつもりはないよ。それより向こうの方こそ、私を見るなりあのハンマーを振るってくるんじゃないかって心配なんだよね。
Platinum does know about Margaret Nearl, and she seems to be interested in her, but also does not seem to have the intention to assassinate her. She respects and maybe even fears her a bit, with her warhammer. The Maria Nearl event sheds more light into the situation inside of Casimirs. While there is a lot to unpack, I will focus on important information connected to Platinum. The Knight Tournament is a main event in Casimirs. Participating shows the value of a knight, and winning it makes a knight into a legend. However, the tournament itself is not a fair fight at all. It is controlled by the General Chamber of Commerce, and having a wealthy sponsor is a key element. Rules and fights are changed constantly to make it entertaining and to support a knight that can earn money to the sponsor. Margaret Nearl entered the tournament a few years back as an independent knight, so a knight without a sponsor, and dominated it. Not only did she win, but she revealed something shocking at the same time. She was an infected. Infected knights were not allowed to participate in tournaments, yet alone win. This led to Margaret's exile from Casimirs, and put pressure on the Nearl family. The General Chamber of Commerce did allow infected to participate afterwards, but they never allowed another infected to win. Some even died in the tournament. Here we see Platinum interact with one of the organizers for the tournament. We get to know that Platinum is the youngest Platinum ever. However, she is still respected and feared. That means those people that do know about the Armless Union also know that their skills are no joke, no matter the age of the member. With Maria Nearl in tournament, the General Chamber of Commerce are getting a bit nervous, and Platinum gets the job to keep an eye out for miner Nearl, the uncle of Maria. At the same time, we hear that the two Lazarites are trailing Margaret right now. In the finale of the tournament, Platinum prevents Vogelweide and Kowak from entering the arena to help Maria. She does not want to fight if it can be avoided. She even says she only hunts her target and no one else. This shows that she is not a ruthless assassin, but a very efficient one at worst. The best case would be that she was raised into this, but sees the problem with this job. In this encounter we also get to know that the previous Platinum fell in love with his target. This led to his demise. While it is not said directly, it is emphasized that our current Platinum was the one to kill the previous one. Loving your target is a no-go in the Armless Union, and if what Platinum said is true, and you are Platinum until the day you die, there was no way out for him. The previous Platinum even elected the current Platinum, which makes the whole situation worse. Both Platinum must have known each other, and this might be the reason for Platinum's dread for her name. If her first task was to kill the previous Platinum, possibly a mentor or a friend, it would leave a big scar. At the same time, there is no way out of the Armless Union, so it is either kill or be killed. One other remark is that Platinum is doomed to die as he was. The next Platinum can only exist if the current one dies, so at one point Platinum will be hunted by a new Platinum candidate and will die by the bow of the next one. After Margaret entered the arena, Platinum meets Shining and Nightingale. She does not fight them, since it wasn't her task, and she was instructed by higher-ups to avoid those two by all means necessary. Since Platinum doesn't seem to know Shining and Nightingale, it is safe to assume that this story takes place before Platinum joined Rhode Island. After the events, we hear that the two Lazarites failed to keep tracks on Margaret, and Platinum's new assignment is to keep an eye out on Margaret. This would explain why Platinum joined Rhode Island. Since Margaret is an operator for Rhode Island, Platinum can easily track her and get close to her. The files that Platinum looked at might also be files about Margaret. All of these files can help Platinum to keep track of Margaret and help analyze her battle capabilities. If Platinum reveals herself to Margaret at one point, or if she's going to rebel against the Armless Union and the General Chamber of Commerce is yet unknown. However, given everything we learned about her so far, it is safe to assume that she is not a ruthless killer. She does regret something. She is not proud to be Platinum, but rather seems to carry this name around to be reminded of her sin, maybe in search of a way to redeem herself. Her time at Rhode Island might open up her eyes to a new system and way that does not involve following orders from a possible corrupt government. Unfortunately, neither Nearl nor Gravel have any information about Platinum in their lore. This makes sense because Platinum is still a member of the Armless Union, a secret organization inside Casimir's. Not many people will know about this, and not many people will know about Platinum herself. This was all the lore we have so far about Platinum, and I really hope you enjoyed that, because I had a great time browsing through all her files, through all the stories, and tried to figure out as much as I can about her and the whole situation around her. I would love to do this for other characters as well, and try to explain a bit more the world around everybody. Arknights is not only a game that has a great game mechanic, but also a really cool story behind it that takes a while to unpack and that you need a lot of time to invest into to get to know everything there is. If you did enjoy that, make sure to leave a like and follow me on Twitter. I'm currently thinking which operator I want to do next, and I'll probably open up a poll on Twitter soon where you can vote on this, so make sure to follow me there and get in there so I can bring an operator that you are very interested in to see. And with that, I see you next time, Doctors.